I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. I'm just barely touching this because all I want to do is make sure I've got all the burrs off of it. Make sure I knock off the corner so it doesn't splinter if it gets handled. Although it's going to spend most of its life hanging on the wall, I don't think it's going to have much damage issues. And really, the only exposed end grain that I have to deal with is right here on the corners. I originally intended to paint this because we thought that painting it black would make it match the pictures better. But after we put the pictures in and hung it on the wall, the new owner decided that she really wanted to have it be natural. And she wanted to have a finish on it that would keep the dust away but not change the color of the wood. So we're going to use paste wax. It also has the advantage of not having any shine to it. So it's going to be a nice matte finish, and it'll contrast but not compete with the paintings. I think it's going to look really good. Now we apply some paste wax. Gives it a finish kind of like when I'm turning a bowl for the kitchen. Quite often all I'll do on that is put on some beeswax. Seals up the surface and makes it a little bit water resistant. But it's definitely something you can eat without any damage to you. And this paste wax is not anything I want to eat, obviously, but it has the same finishing characteristics as putting beeswax on it. Go around the perimeter, make sure I've got the edges, which is really the only thing that's going to be visible. Top and the bottom are both above and below your eyesight, so chances are nobody's going to be crawling around on the floor to look up at it or standing 7 feet tall to see it. But if you're going to put the time into it, you might as well do a good job. This is the top. That's the center there. 5 1/4. And that's the center. 5 1/4. And all I have to do I have to stop using that phrase. All I have to do. All I have to do is all I have to do. It's like everything. Come a 1/2 inch up from the bottom. Something I see people forgetting to do. They'll take their marking gauge and they'll tighten it up on a dimension, and then they'll put it in the rack with that tightened up. You always want to loosen up your marking gauge. Because if you don't loosen up your marking gauge, the humidity will hit it, the bar will swell, and it'll snap that block just like a twig. Kind of destroys the whole effectiveness of the operation of using it if you break it every time. A little pencil mark in the middle of my line there so I can see it easily. Even though I've got enough lights down here to power a small city, I need to do something about the shadows. One completed picture frame. This is the 9 paintings that Lydia picked up at Burgess Antiques when we were down there doing the video. They're Hargroves and Carsons. Each one of them describes a different part of life in the country. Lydia made the arrangements, picked out the paintings, and had the vision to make this happen. I built the frame to put the pictures in. So this is common work between the two of us. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments below. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching. This is a Carson. This is a Hargrove. Carson, Hargrove, Hargrove, Carson, Hargrove, Hargrove. This one, I don't know. It looks like a Carson, but it also looks a little bit like a Hargrove, but for the life of us, we can't find the name on it. Another mystery in old Sneelock's workshop. And don't forget to click the like and subscribe button.